evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is July 17th, Sunday night, and it is time for another episode of Subtrending, your weekly Subtrendy news show. And I am your host, Jessica, and on the show today we have Andrew.
Hello.
Taylor.
Hey there.
And Thomas.
Hi.
Everybody's looking sharp as always.
I showered for this.
Oh, you did?
I've been showered.
Oh, man, you got your weekly one in?
Your weekly lather, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
You make him sound like such a goblin.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually I'm a fairly cleanly person. I'm like anti-goblin.
You are, yeah.
Someone might even call me Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh. Oof.
See, I was going more like elf, but like that's the difference between you and me.
Either way. We'll go with
So, how is everybody doing today?
Well, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, sounds like somebody's a little grumpy.
I'm tired.
How are you, Taylor?
I'm doing just fantastic. Thank you.
Aw. And how are you, Thomas?
I was so mad this morning. I was going to go for a run and put Pokemon Go on to hatch my eggs while I was on my run, but the
Right.
servers were down again.
Right, they're up now.
Womp womp.
I know. I actually went on my run. I considered not doing it, but I did it. So.
Didn't tell the group chat. Caught an Electabuzz last night on my 10-minute
Oh.
egg.
Nice. Very cool.
Pretty stoked. Anyway, how are you?
Great. I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Neat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Got some coffee with my best buds this morning. A couple of them at least. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a smoothie because I'm a child.
Yes. No. The coffee was actually very good.
It was good.
If this were like a place for recommendations and people actually like lived in the area, I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
But it's not. This is a news show. So we're going to start the news. First things first, we are going to talk about something very embarrassing that happened at the Star Wars panel this week. So I can't remember the actor's name. That's something that I should have looked up.
It's okay.
Okay, but one of the actors...
That makes it even more ambiguous for people who might not want to...
Yes. Yeah, exactly. We'll keep it kind of ambiguous because I don't want to ruin it if you're like...
Spoilers.
We'll call it like Actor A and Actor B.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to make a graphic for this.
Good idea.
Spoiler alert. There is going to be a spoiler following this.
Sort
okay,
of.
Sort of. Yes.
Yes.
Ambiguous. There we go. Spoiler. Okay, so one of the actors in Star Wars Rogue One was talking, and English is not his first language.
So he's actor A, correct?
Yes,
He's
actor
actor
A.
A.
So we're just going to call him actor A. So English is not his first language, and he was talking about the difference between himself and one of his fellow actors, and like kind of their view on the Force, and just their general like how they live their life. You know what I mean? And he was talking about how like, oh yeah, I feel like my character feels like this, but after character B dies, to which Gwendolyn Christie, who I guess was the one hosting the panel, was like, hey, no, you should stop talking now because you are going down a very bad path. Cut him off. So yeah, let's talk about it. That's basically the story.
It's good to see that like Gwendolyn Christie like does more at Star Wars panels than she does in Episode 7.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. For those of you too, like Gwendolyn Christie plays Phasma in A New Hope.
That's Captain Phasma.
Captain,
Phasma.
I'm sorry, I forgot
And it's
the
not
title.
A New Hope.
Oh yeah,
Force Awakens.
Well, The Force Awakens. This is okay. This is where I am
embarrassing
today.
for you.
Oh my gosh, you guys know I know what I'm talking
Yeah, we know.
about. Come on.
Somebody's about to get in a lot of trouble with this.
Yeah.
A lot of trouble.
Well, the
My
good thing
second
is,
man.
Yeah.
I mean, the filming's done.
yeah, it's
honest,
like the good thing is it's not a series,
They're
so
gonna-
he's just one and
Yes.
done.
Mickey is gonna hire some assassins.
Oh.
Oh my god. All right,
Oh god.
we just need to stop right now.
But no, he's in a lot of trouble. Like I can almost guarantee that Disney is not happy.
Apparently, like from the article I read, Gwendolyn Christie was panicked.
I would be too. It's your job to make sure
Like
that
that
stuff
was her
doesn't
description.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like if I were an actor or an actress in that situation, I would be panicked. For me as a viewer, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know. I'm like one of those like gross people who reads the last page of a book first. So I don't care about spoilers. And honestly, it's Rogue One. It's a one and done. I kind of figured a lot of characters were going to die.
That's kind of what I
anyway.
thought too. Is it's like the whole build up around it is like it's a suicide mission essentially. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I expected a lot, if not everyone, to kind of die.
It kind of sucks because there's so much secrecy about Episode 7, and there's been a lot of news about Rogue One and also 8 to some extent that we're not getting that secrecy that 7 had. Like, stuff has been leaking out of 8 that never happened with 7, and so it's kind of sad.
I hope a lot of it's fake though. Some of
Yeah.
it that I've seen, I'm like,
Sounds fake.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
people saying that Mark Hamill might die, or like that's a leak, and I don't know if that's true. That's a total rumor, so
Yeah.
take it for. And speaking of which, because we only have a few seconds left, I just wanted to say Episode 8 is done filming. That was kind of a side note we wanted to throw in there.
Yay. Oh.
So Yeah. No, we can have a little celebration cheer. Were you just gonna cheer?
I did, but I got cut off.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, we don't have time for happiness here. All right.
Serious business.
So.
Walking out your front door. Go.
Wow. Yeah, Samwise?
Yeah.
All right. So, the next thing that we're going to talk about, some more movie news. Suicide Squad, which comes out in less than a month, which is super... I feel like for me, Suicide Squad was one of those movies I was really excited for, and it seemed like it was just super far away, and now that it's a few weeks away, it's insane.
Now you know how I feel about being excited for literally everything.
I know, that's like Andrew every day. Andrew is like literally the human
Conductor
equivalent
of
of
the
a puppy.
train.
He really is. Like, he just wakes up in the morning and finds something to be excited about, and I'm like, man, I wish I had a shred of happiness in me.
Jesus. All right, so what's Suicide Squad doing?
Suicide Squad. It is on track to be the highest grossing movie in August, beating Guardians of the Galaxy for the box office
The record, not.
Yeah,
There's no
that's
new
right.
Guardian Galaxy.
Yeah.
I'm just making that clear for everyone.
Yes, just
Yeah.
the record.
It's like of all time in August.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And go. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either.
Not in the slightest.
Especially because there's like a lot of
I
real
don't know.
popular characters in
That's
there.
exactly
Like I feel
why.
like
Yeah.
Joker and Harley
Yeah.
Quinn are gonna be a pretty big draw.
And Batman.
Batman's in it.
Batman's
Is Batman
in
in
it.
it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Killer Croc.
Yeah.
Not as popular.
Not as
still.
popular, but I feel like there's like a lot of pretty popular characters and a lot of pretty popular actors and actresses in it. So
Yeah.
I'm not super
Especially
surprised.
because, like,
And I feel like the promotion of it's been pretty good too for
Yeah.
the most part.
People really like the trailers, which I don't understand.
I like the Ballroom Blitz one. I thought that one was
That was
good.
That one was good.
I
The
was
very
like-
first teaser was really good too.
The one that was the Bohemian Rhapsody one was terrible.
That one was
was bad.
awful.
I hated all of the trailers for Suicide Squad until the Ballroom Blitz one. And I don't know if I just like really love that song. Like, way
I
too
mean, you
much.
wouldn't be wrong to. So
I love
I
that
like the
song.
song's
Sweet
great.
is awesome.
I think that both of the songs used, and we kind of talked about this when it came out, just really capture like the spirit of what I really
Yeah.
hope the movie's about. Just like kind of hopelessness, but also just kind of wacky, just
Fun.
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Plus, like, I'm kind of excited because Harley Quinn is like a polarizing character for me because sometimes I freaking love her and she's awesome, and then in other stuff I'm just like, please shut up and go away.
Yup.
Yeah.
So I'm from the trailers and stuff I've seen so far, she's falling more like the way Margot Robbie's playing her. She's falling a little more on the this looks cool sort of side for me.
That's kind of how I feel too. Like, I feel the exact same way. Like, there are times when I hate Harley Quinn, like, more than, like, almost as much as Deadpool, because to me she's kind of like DC's Deadpool in a way.
Definitely.
Yeah, when she gets really fourth wall breaky, I don't
Yeah.
think it's as fun. But when she gets to be like just a character who's not too self-aware, I think she's really fun.
So if they play her up the right way, like in the animated series, I really
love her
like
in the
her.
animated
Yeah, she's
series.
great. But like, they're just So hopefully that's. I think I'm a little bummed by how much Joker is being included though.
Yeah. I mean,
Jared Leto's Joker just looks kind of like
that's the thing is like in order to sell this, like they need to remind people that this isn't he's included because he created so much controversy when like the pictures start coming out of him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And even the casting.
Well, it's like it's falling into the same problem.
And time.
Yeah, we're out of time. I'll finish my thought real quick. It's falling into the same problem that like the Arkham games fell into, and a lot of just Batman stories fall into, where it relies so heavily on how much people love the Joker. And it's like Batman, the reason that like I find him so cool is because the Rogue Galaxy from Batman is so good. Like you
Gallery.
have so many or what did I say?
Rogue
Galaxy.
Galaxy, which is an awesome game to play.
whatever.
That is an awesome
Star
game.
Wars.
But no, the Rogue Gallery in Batman is so cool. I hate how they constantly rely on the Joker. It's like, I know that he sells, I know he's cool, but give me something different.
Yeah.
This is a Suicide Squad movie. The Joker is not a Suicide Squad member. So that's my piece. But we'll go ahead. We're going to move on. I'm sorry, I went a little over time there. I
Got
know.
ranty.
Got a little ranty. We're going to keep doing a little bit of movie news. And this kind of, well, it is a play right now, so you probably know what I'm going to be talking about.
I do.
Yeah. Well,
Hamilton.
Hamilton, the movie. No, I'd actually be okay with that because I want to see it.
I do too. It's going to St. Louis.
I know, I want to see it.
I feel like I'm like the only person who has like zero interest
That's
in
'cause
Hamilton.
you're-
I am
No,
like such
I'm
a...
with you
You're a
there.
human
I'm with you
goblin.
there.
I
I'm a human
love
goblin.
history so much.
Like
so
I love
for me,
history,
it's-
but like American Revolutionary Wars
Oh,
are
I
the ones
love
where I'm just
it.
like,
But it's
eh.
all rapping. Like that's awesome.
I mean,
I-
I like the concept.
love the American Revolution. I love it. I love it. I love it. So.
So since we're not talking.
Yes,
about
we're not
Hamilton, what are
talking
we
about that. We're
about?
totally off topic right now. Okay, so what we are... That was probably really loud. I'm sorry. What we are going to talk about is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which, is, as you know, this month, July 31st, Harry Potter's birthday in the book series, because
Who
he's
is
not a
fictional
real person.
character, yeah, let's make that
I
very
was going to
clear.
get there.
I know.
That's when the play comes out, and they're talking about turning that play into a movie. Let's talk, guys.
Go.
Just milking that cash cow.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know, milking the
seriously.
cash cow.
She's got like it's not even like hand done at this point. It's like she's got one of
Like
those
a machine
machines hooked up to
milker.
that cow. and just processing that. Like.
She just like this week, J.K. Rowling.
She tweeted, or she wrote a story.
She wrote a blog post about why the Dursleys hated Harry so much, and I was like,
that's explained in the books.
You wrote 7 books, and you helped with 8 movies. Like, we saw and read why they hate him. Like, I feel like you can infer so much.
Was it the Horcrux like theory?
No,
because
it
he's a
was
Horcrux, so he like mess with their minds.
Bad energy.
No, it was something more along the lines of like their political beliefs and how they felt like.
No, oh my God, no! Can we just stop with this crap? Like,
no, it's.
I get that people like Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter, but God, we don't need more to this.
No, I love Harry Potter.
I feel like the thing with Harry Potter is like it's getting to the point where they're just like. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I stopped in the middle of the 5th book. But to me, I feel like it's getting to the point where, like, if they keep going too much further, it's going to start to, like, sully the good name of the series.
I completely agree.
Like, and I don't know, I like things that stop when they're done. Yeah. Basically.
I mean...
And I feel like the 7 books was a good stopping point.
Yeah.
And even some of the little spin-offs. Like, I like the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book, where it was just, like, an encyclopedia. That was fun. It didn't need a movie.
Stuff like that is, like, the reason why George R. Martin hasn't even finished his series yet, but, like, he's doing the supplemental material to stuff that's not happening in the current series. It's blowing up the world, where she's so focused on blowing up the story that she told and making it so bloated and full.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like, expand the world. Don't explain these characters.
That's kind of how I feel. I would, like... If she wrote a series of books set at Durmstrang or Beauxbatons or something, I feel like that would be maybe more fun. I don't know. I'd kind of like to see her just... I don't know how good her, like, mystery books were, but I'd like to see her do something else.
Yeah.
She's starting to look like a one-trick pony.
She is. I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah.
So, we're going to move on, though.
She has more money than the queen, so...
And
that's
all
true.
of us will ever know in our lives.
Yeah, and I want to say, I mean, until Emma Watson was like... I think Emma Watson and Daniel Radcliffe, until they turned 18, because now I don't think they hold the record, they were like the highest paid people under 18 in England, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they probably don't hold the record now that they're not under 18.
No, I don't think so.
Right.
But they're still pretty loaded, so... Yeah. Okay, so our next topic is something that is a little bizarre, and I'm actually going to pass my little MC job to Taylor for this one, because, like, I don't even know. Taylor's, like, kind of the specialty in disturbing things, and this is disturbing. So the Tension Project, which Taylor's going to tell you about, just started selling tickets today. So, Taylor, why don't you tell us a little bit about what the Tension Project is?
I don't know what this is yet. They wouldn't tell me.
I wasn't really paying attention because I was collaborating, or I was making all these topic lists, so I'm kind of in the same boat with you.
So I'm not... It's kind of been really, like, shrouded in secrecy, so I'm not sure if I'm giving, like, 100% accurate description. And
so
honestly,
just like a
I don't
disclaimer.
think... This is a disclaimer, and I don't know that they want anyone to be able to. What it is it's kind of like a haunt you can sign up for, like a haunted house, but it's not in a place. And it's also kind of like a theater, like a theatrical sort of performance sort of thing. And what it is you can sign up for this and get tickets. And what they have you do is fill out like this long questionnaire. And I don't know what the questions are on it, but every source that I have read says it starts with kind of, plain sort of normal everyday stuff, and then gets more and more and more the further you go into the survey, screwed up. Like stuff you just wouldn't want to tell most people. And what they do with it is once you give them, like, I think email, phone number, I think even address maybe, based on what you have answered, they create, like, a haunt for you, and they, like, send you phone calls and send you weird emails and, like, watch you. And it's centered around Los Angeles, so I don't know, I think you can participate if you're from outside, but a lot of it is centered in LA. And they have, like, events, and if you go to the website, it has, like, all these weird kind of, like, puzzly things. It looks like it has kind of like an occult secret society sort of theme from what I'm seeing, but it's, like, probably the most immersive, like, horror experience you could possibly imagine at this point without, actually being legitimately, like, a victim of something.
Yeah.
Right,
so if you want to be scared
shitless,
shitless, this is for you. Let's go and start.
I'm just going to say no to everything you just said. Just no.
Yeah.
No, I refuse. I would never even consider doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those where I think the concept of it is extremely interesting and really, really cool, but at the same time I'm like, I don't think I need to give myself post-traumatic stress.
Plot for a horror movie. You sign up for it, you think that all of these things happening to you are actually the people doing it.
They already did that.
But it's somebody else. Like
No,
it's somebody
they
for real.
admitted it.
Oh, that happened.
House is October built. It's with like regular haunted houses. It's called the House is October built, but they do a really similar thing to it.
Okay,
And
so you think it's a joke, and then you realize, oh god. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's actually not a bad movie.
I hate everything about this.
Just
Thomas,
like
yeah,
on your
first-
thing, just comment like, I hate puppies. The cuter, the worse. I hate getting large paychecks. Like,
So it's
yeah, just like play the game,
It's
you
like,
know?
like Monsters Inc., where like screams are good and laughs are terrifying.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
No, but it's cool. Like, I really like the idea of these kind of new type of haunted houses coming out. Like, I wouldn't do them. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard of Blackout Haunted House at all.
Yeah.
That also sounds
Kind
terrible. I
of,
don't know what that
yeah.
is.
It's a very like,
They have some that are
It breaks a lot of the
really
rules.
hands-on
Yeah.
now, and you like have to sign major waivers for it, and like
Nope.
they can actually like hurt you a little bit.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I think I'll stick to getting my like shocks and scares on my
Yeah.
couch watching a movie where
Yeah.
I can turn on the light if I need to at night and be fine.
I would rather bleach my eyeballs than do any of these things.
Like
That sounds horrible.
it sounds terrifying, but it also I don't know. It's like one of those things where like in theory this is like one of the coolest things I've ever heard of, but in reality I feel like it's just like, real life is scary enough sometimes.
I think
Yeah.
the quiz aspect's cool. Like it's one of those things where I just want to take it because I want to figure
Yeah.
out like
what
like
they-
psychologically what my fears are.
I want to
You
know what they
I mean?
ask you because
Yeah.
I get the impression that it's even more screwed up than just what are you afraid of.
Yeah.
Because
Like-
from all of the articles and stuff I've read, they've said like it is a messed up survey. They will ask you things that you would not want to reveal to people.
That's cool. Like I said, I would love to take that quiz.
Yeah, I want to take the quiz too.
I
but-
would go
I like
throughout
haunted
time.
houses, but I wouldn't want people to touch me, and I wouldn't want it to be that immersive. I wouldn't want the phone calls and stuff. That would freak me out. Yeah. So that was kind of like a random thing. I don't know if it's like geek culture, but like I feel like definitely horror
I
is
don't
a
know.
subcategory of
It's kind of like a second cousin or something.
Yeah. like
Oh,
the
that's fun.
creepy cousin,
Yeah.
the one that you don't really like want to
who drinks
have at your
warm
family
milk?
barbecues, the one who drinks warm milk.
Yeah.
There you go.
the McPoyle cousin.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna move on though. We're gonna get some video game news. The last three topics we have are all video games. So after that
excited.
not so lighthearted topic, we're gonna move to a lighthearted one, and that is Pokemon Go. And I'm sure that you guys have heard so much about it. Like maybe you're over it, maybe you're not. I don't care. I think that the whole world's kind of been ensnared by it personally. So like
Except for Canada.
except for Canada.
For the record, I'm over it. I'm tired of hearing news stories about it, but I also work at a news station where like the
Oh,
network
yeah.
news cover it constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm sick of hearing about it. I enjoy playing it. I'm gonna keep playing it, but God, I'm so tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But so what we're going to talk about right now is that Pokemon Go's popularity has surpassed the popularity of certain
Adult
adult
sites.
entertainment sites, the physical realm. So yeah, Pokemon Go is more popular than both Tinder and porn. There's actually been, I mean, I don't know if it's more popular, but there has been a correlation between people using Pokemon Go and how the porn sites have had a drop in people watching.
And go.
So I guess it's because all those 14-year-old boys are doing something else.
Well, it's like the same time when Fallout 4 came out. Like
Right.
when the midnight window hit for launch, Pornhub's
Boom.
yeah, like views just plummeted for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it's almost as big as Twitter on Android now.
Yeah. It's like one of the top grossing. It's been out for
I think
a
it's-
week and a half, and it's like the top grossing
Right.
app.
It's already more than Instagram, I think, and it's I think catching up to Snapchat.
I mean, in the first like 6 days of it being out, it raised Nintendo $9 billion. That's insane.
Well,
their stocks have gone way up.
Fair, their stocks have gone $9 billion. They haven't seen $9 billion
Right.
in profit.
That's true.
Right.
You're right.
So,
but
this
stocks
is
going
what-
up 9 million is a lot.
$9 billion, yeah. No,
Or billion?
Yeah,
billion
Yeah.
with a B.
Billion.
Yeah, billion. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be like sustainable, but you know what? I'm
I
okay
think the
with
next
that.
couple
I
weeks
think
at least.
For the next, I mean, I don't think it's gonna like forever usurp like probably Tinder because Tinder has a more limited audience.
Yeah.
But-
Hopefully single people. And,
Hopefully
and
single
then-
people.
Yeah. Late teens, mid-30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, the majority of people who use Tinder, because like while Tinder is a dating site, I think it's more known for
hookup
being
site.
a hookup site.
Yeah.
You know, or an app, not site. And I think that the majority of people who use that are in the like late teens, like, you know, college kids and like early to mid 20s, maybe even
Professional
late
age.
20s, you know.
Yeah.
And like
Pokemon Go,
it's-
anyone could use it.
yeah, and it's like that target demographic are the people who are playing Pokemon Go. You know what I mean? Because like we're the people who grew up with it, people in their mid-20s. So for us, like you see a lot of people our age doing it.
Real quick, there's now, because of the success of it, there's now talks of it being a live action movie.
Yeah, that's kind of like a little thing that we wanted to tie on here.
The only way that could be remotely interesting is if they made a documentary about Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
That would be cool. As long as it's not a live action porn, just like combining our two topics.
Time.
What a nice note to end that.
Yeah,
Right.
I liked that. That was a good ending.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
get it?
Yeah.
That would be a happy ending, Jess.
Yeah. Okay, next topic. We are going to talk about some more Nintendo news. So the classic NES was just announced. For those of you who do not know what that is, it is. You don't know what is.
What is good?
What is? So no, for those of you who don't know what it is a $60 console, $70 if you get the extra controller, and it is
Well,
about.
to be fair, to clear it up, the extra controller does come separately. Like you can't buy it as a bundle.
Okay,
Just
so
to
but
clarify a
it'll
little
cost
bit.
$10 for
Yeah.
the extra controller. Okay, so it's about this big, and it is 30 preloaded games on a classic NES looking system. It's not the actual
It's a
full
little
size.
bit smaller, yeah.
It's a lot smaller. And yeah, you can plug it in your TV through HDMI cable, and I'm gonna have Andrew list off the games that are on it.
I'm not gonna list off all of them just because there's some that are. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
list off really the big ones, but you'll find it's the majority of them. So it comes out November 11th. And we've got Balloon Fight, Castlevania 1 and 2, Donkey Kong Jr., Dr. Mario Excitebike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Ice Climbers Kid Icarus, Kirby Adventure, Mario Bros., Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man Punch-Out, Super C, which is Super Contra, Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, and The Legend of Zelda 1 and 2. That's probably 20 of the 30 games.
Yeah.
And those are the ones I felt like I had to list because they're great.
Yeah.
They're all classics.
So let's go ahead and let's start that timer then real
Okay.
quick.
People are really excited about this. I mean, I had one of my coworkers ask me about it. Like somebody yesterday, like at the bar, like looked at us and like was like, "You guys look nerdy. Do you know about this thing?"
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Like asked us if we did.
Sam was wearing his NES controller shirt.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's
Yeah.
probably
He's
what
like,
it is.
I heard they're making a new one. And we're like, kinda.
Something else to bring up too is for those of you who are still hanging on to your old NES games, this little console, if you can even really call it a console, it won't hold the cartridges. You cannot put anything in it. It can only play those 30 preloaded games.
There won't be any new ones.
And there won't be anything new. It doesn't like connect to the internet or have a marketplace or anything. It's just those games.
But for me, like I feel like this is I've never played an NES before, and for someone like me or any of you who have never played it before, I think this is like a great deal if you want to get into like some retro gaming because like. Even if it were just the games, it's $60, like not even including the console, $60 for 30 games. That's $2 a game.
4 of them being Mario.
Yeah.
And another one being Mega Man.
Well,
then
some of
Pac-Man.
these games are hard to get a hold of too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard enough to just have an NES
Yeah,
system.
like some of them aren't like anymore on a digital marketplace. You can't
Yeah.
play them for the Wii U or anything.
Yeah, a lot of them
So
aren't.
like, or if it's someone who has that nostalgia, but maybe like got rid of their NES or
Never had one.
never had one, or someone who's never played it before. I think this is an awesome deal.
Definitely.
Like this is a cool thing for anyone who wants to get into retro gaming but maybe hasn't before, especially.
Definitely. And I think Andrew and I are talking about we're going to buy the $60 pack, and then we're also going to get the extra controller. Thomas, is that something you'd buy?
Maybe in the future. Like I'm not I'm not going to be breaking down the doors for it, but it sounds like it'd be a fun time.
The only reason I would say a day one purchase for me is because Nintendo is notorious for underproducing products
Yes.
and
Yeah,
stuff becoming
that's
very
true.
hard to find and never going down in price.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I'm saying yes, I will buy that day one or within the first couple weeks because it's going to be hard to find.
And we're like, Final Fantasy and The Legend of Zelda are two of my favorite series of all time. So if I can play the first couple Zelda games and the first Final Fantasy, all about it, all about that life. So, quick little plug at the end of here too. Check out my latest article on Subtrendy.com. I discussed the release of this system, and then I also gave suggestions for Microsoft and Sony, if any of you people are out there listening,
Andrew
for
House.
what games I think should be on a PlayStation or Xbox Classic.
That was I kind of helped you throw that together.
You definitely did.
And it was really fun trying to like dig through and find some stuff and like decide what to cut, especially for PlayStation because we're both such big PlayStation fans.
Oh, yeah.
I openly admitted PlayStation fans.
Yeah.
It was fun to try to figure out what we were doing. So
definitely, I like how you get like so smiley about it.
It was fun.
You love PlayStation so much.
I love Sony. I think the PlayStation 1 is one of the best systems ever made, if not the best system.
I would argue the PlayStation 1 is the best system ever made.
PlayStation 2 is a close second.
I would still pick one over it, I think.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
so anyway, maybe that's a topic for Gameswell sometime.
Yeah.
What do you think the best console ever made is? put that in my little mental file.
That does sound like a good topic.
Yeah. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the last thing, though. This is our final topic of the day, and it is going to be Star Wars Battlefront. So a big complaint with Star Wars Battlefront is that it really doesn't have anything that's offline. It's all online multiplayer.
Even like the missions, like split screen missions, aren't they? You had to be connected to the internet to play them.
I don't know if you had to be connected.
Okay.
I mean, they were just so minimal though.
Yeah,
like
it
it's
was
like
very,
half an hour and you're done.
Yeah,
empty.
Online play focused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they have an offline mode coming, which is super exciting. Wow,
later this week.
Yeah, later this
Wednesday.
week.
Yep, Wednesday.
And then on top of that too, it's going to be split screen, which I know that for people like Andrew and I, and then Thomas and Emily, who we both own the game, this is so exciting because like for example, Borderlands. Borderlands is a game we always come back to because it's split screen local co-op, and there are not a lot of games that do that anymore. So whenever I find a game that does that, it's awesome. Like we love playing together on the couch, so it's perfect. So let's talk about it.
So Thomas, what game modes are they doing?
They're doing my two favorite ones actually,
Perfect.
Walker Assault and Fighter Squadron.
Cool.
So a pretty good mix there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking when it was announced that they were going to do Walker Assault, I was like, okay, I personally haven't played because I'm terrible at new shooters. I was really good at the first two, but I'm just like god awful at the new one. But Walker Assault is the most fun to watch, honestly. And I think Walker Assault's actually, my brother plays it a lot. I think it's his favorite mode too. It's super cool. And I think that's a good one for split screen.
I'm excited for this because like I haven't touched this game in months.
Right.
Yeah,
kind of breathing some new life into it.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas, but I also got it alongside The Witcher 3.
I think I bought it.
No, your mom did.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Dana. I also got Metal Gear Solid, which is what Jessica got me, and then The Witcher. So like,
which is what my dad got you.
Yeah, so like I had a great Christmas for video games, but like to get Battlefront aside those two really story-based games, which I'm a big story-based person, like gamer, it was really hard for me to care. I played a handful of times with some friends, but not often.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and so like Thomas, what do you think? Because I know that you've played it a decent amount, and
more than I
have.
I really haven't played it that much either. Basically, I'm excited because I introduced Emily to the older Battlefronts, like
They're
around
so much
when.
fun.
Yeah, they are so much fun. But like, we did have a lot of fun with it. But she really can't. Like, she's a very new gamer, so she can't really get over like the early 2000s graphics.
Mm-hmm.
So having these beautiful, and the maps are beautiful.
they're gorgeous.
They're great design too.
Right, and finally be able to play split screen, just the two of us, like it's going to be a blast. And I can't believe it's only like in just a couple days.
Yeah.
This patch is coming through.
Yeah,
especially for two of the best modes in the game.
I'm really surprised they're even doing this.
Honestly, I'm not, because I feel like I heard a lot of grumbling from a lot of people about it. So I think honestly, like this is one of the smartest things they could do to like breathe new life into the game and get people back into being.
I just hope it's good.
Okay.
I hope it's as good as.
I love when game developers actually listen to fans. I love it. So good.
But not too much. When they listen too much.
Oh no, yeah, not like that. But like requests like this, like oh, we would love an offline mode, and like
Speaking
they actually
of which,
do it. It's perfect.
Hey Konami, where's mission number 50 for Metal Gear Solid?
But Pachinko.
No, they cut out the last mission of the game.
But Pachinko.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't know what this means, so
talk about it later.
Okay.
Konami's the worst, is what it means.
I'm mad.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge Metal Gear Solid person. I think it's kind of like a ridiculous fest.
You're not wrong.
But that's all right.
Insane.
But I know a lot of people love it. I know, like maybe I'd like it if I played it. I don't know. Whatever.
Hey Konami, where's Kojima?
Hey Sony, I love you. I'm so excited for Death Stranding.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be so good.
All right, so that wraps up our show tonight. We have a lot of Kojima talk to go have apparently. So we're gonna go do that. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday night, ready for your work week to start tomorrow. If you have like the normal, 9 to 5 Monday through Friday shifts, like
ready for your
Thomas,
school week if you're like me and taking summer classes.
Nerd.
Yep. So be sure to check us out at subtrendy.com. Go ahead and check out our Facebook page. You can you can follow us on Twitter. You can like or subscribe to us on YouTube. I'm getting there's so many options now on social media, dude. Like, subscribe, follow, comment. Do anything you can do on all of our various channels of social media. Yeah. And most importantly, if you like this video or have anything to say, like, subscribe, comment below. Yeah, we love you guys.
We have a cool website.
We have a cool website. So we will see you guys next week. Bye.
I'm just saying, guys, this is cool and all, but I just caught a beetle.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Thomas, quit playing Pokemon Go.
Wait till he
Okay.
goes all the way out.
Is he gonna go all the way out?
He will. I think so. He's
He's
just
real angry.
Yeah, he's just having a temper tantrum.
he's just sort of like throwing that chainsaw.
Big
around.
dumb toddler. Oh.